team can go to the FIFA World Cup, play 3 games, not win a single one, and still advance to the round of 16. No wins. 0. And they move on. That's not a hypothetical. That's not a glitch. That is a fully legal, mathematically inevitable outcome that has already happened multiple times in World Cup history. And will almost certainly happen again. Most people watching the World Cup have no idea this is even possible. And the ones who do find out usually find out the worst way. By watching their team get eliminated by a team that never actually beat anyone. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how the group stage math works, why it creates these bizarre loopholes, and how a winless team can look at the standings and legitimately say, yeah, we're through. Stay with me, because the math is simple. The chaos it creates is not. The World Cup group stage runs on points. Win a game, you get 3 points. Draw, which means it ends tied. You get 1 point each. Lose, you get nothing. 4 teams in each group. Everyone plays everyone else once, 3 games per team. At the end, the top 2 teams by points advance. The bottom 2 go home. Simple? Clean? Elegant, except the moment you actually start running scenarios through that system, things get very strange very quickly. This sounds like a minor detail. It isn't. Before 1994, a win was only worth 2 points. A draw was 1. So the math was smoother. The gap between winning and drawing wasn't that dramatic. Then FIFA switched to 3 points for a win. The idea was to reward attacking football and discourage teams from playing for boring draws. If a win is worth 3 and a draw is only 1, you're basically leaving 2 points on the table every time you settle for a tie. In theory, this creates more goals, more excitement, happier fans. In practice, it also created a scoring gap that makes 3-way ties mathematically messier than anything that existed before, because now the difference between a win and a draw is massive. And when a group fractures just right, that gap is exactly what opens the loophole. Each group plays 6 total games. 3 points available per game. That's 18 total points up for grabs across the group. In a normal, clean group, one team wins everything, 9 points. One team finishes second, 6 points. Things taper cleanly down. 2 teams advance, 2 go home. No confusion. But here's where it gets interesting. What if the results don't cooperate? Imagine this scenario. Team A beats Team B beats Team C beats Team A. Meanwhile, Team D, the weakest team, draws all 3 of its games. Run the math. Team D, 3 draws, 3 points. Every other team, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw. Also 3 points, 4 teams, all locked on 3 points, and FIFA needs to send 2 of them home. Welcome to the 3-way tie, or in this case, the 4-way tie, and the loophole that lives inside it. Let's zoom in on a cleaner version. Focus on 3 teams who finish level on points. Team A draws all 3 games. 3 draws, 3 points, 0 wins. Team B wins 1, loses 2, 3 points. Team C wins 1, loses 2, 3 points. All 3 on 3 points. Only one of them has won a game. And the team with 0 wins might still finish above one of the teams that did win. How? Because the tiebreaker after points is goal difference, then total goals scored. And a team that drew all 3 games 1-1 might have a better goal difference than a team that won 3-0 and then got hammered 4-0. The winless team, grinding out 3 boring draws, can mathematically sit above a team with an actual victory to their name. You know the type. They never really impress you. But they never truly collapse either, and somehow at the end of the group stage, they're still standing. The 2022 World Cup in Qatar gave us a perfect example of how chaotic group stage math gets. Look at Group C. Argentina, Poland, Mexico, Saudi Arabia. The Saudis shocked Argentina in the opening game, one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. Argentina then won their next 2. But the group standings? An absolute mess right up until the final minutes of the last round. Poland advanced from that group with 4 points, 1 win, and 1 draw. Mexico finished with 4 points too. Same exact total. Mexico went home because of goal difference. Poland moved on despite having scored fewer goals and being widely considered the weaker team in that matchup. Or look at past tournaments where teams literally advanced with 3 points, the minimum a winning team would expect, because the rest of the group was so perfectly balanced that nobody pulled away. It's not a bug. It's just the arithmetic of a round-robin group with only 3 games per team. Some coaches and teams have looked at group stage draw mathematics and decided, consciously, that 3 draws is a viable path to the round of 16. If you're a small country, limited resources, you know you can't beat the group's top seed. Your goal isn't to win the group, your goal is to survive it. 3 draws gets you 3 points. In most groups, 3 points isn't enough. But in a chaotic group, where the big teams are beating each other, 3 points with a clean goal difference might be exactly enough. That's not cowardice. That's pragmatic tournament football, The problem is you're essentially hoping for chaos in the rest of the group. You're betting on other teams knocking each other out. You're a spectator in your own fate, which is a deeply uncomfortable place to be. In theory, it's a strategy. In practice, it usually doesn't work, and the team goes home having never really tried to win. But the door is mathematically open, and some teams have walked through it. Starting in 2026, FIFA is expanding the World Cup to 48 teams. The group stage format is changing. Instead of groups of 4, there will be groups of 3. 3 teams. Each team plays 2 games. Top team advances automatically. Second place team goes into a playoff round. Think about what happens to the loophole math now. Fewer games per team means fewer data points to separate tied teams. A single draw and a single loss still gives you 1 point. And in a group of 3, that might actually be enough to finish second and stay alive. The 3-team group is going to create tiebreaker nightmares that make the current system look organized. Mathematicians who study tournament design have already raised concerns. FIFA is aware. They are proceeding anyway. So if you think the winless advancement scenario is rare and weird now, wait until 2026. It's about to become a regular feature of the tournament, not an occasional curiosity. Fair question. If the group stage math creates these bizarre outcomes, why not change it? The answer is mostly television and tradition. The group stage format, everyone plays everyone, is actually considered one of the more fair structures in knockout tournament design. Every team gets multiple games. One bad result doesn't instantly end your World Cup. You have room to recover. The weirdness happens at the edges. When groups fracture perfectly, when results conspire to create maximum mathematical chaos. And honestly, FIFA probably isn't too bothered. Chaos creates drama. Drama creates viewers. Viewers create revenue. The World Cup doesn't need clean math. It needs moments where 4 countries are glued to scoreboards in the 89th minute trying to figure out if they're through. That's not a flaw in the system. For FIFA, that might actually be the feature. A team with 0 wins, 3 draws, somehow standing in the round of 16 while better teams fly home early. It sounds wrong. It feels wrong. But the math allows it. The rules permit it, and the teams it eliminates, teams with actual victories, have no one to blame but the structure they signed up to compete in. The core truth of the World Cup group stage is this. You're not really playing to win games. You're playing to accumulate points. And sometimes, in a broken enough group, a team that never truly won anything accumulates just enough. Here's the question to sit with as 2026 approaches. When 48 teams compete in groups of 3, and the tiebreaker scenarios multiply, how many teams are going to advance from the group stage having genuinely beaten nobody? And will anyone actually care as long as their team is one of them? If you want to keep understanding football at this level, the math, the rules, the systems most people never think about, subscribe. We do this every week. See you in the next one.